welcome to the Tuesday, April 9th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, and I'll start with roll call on the left.
Lindsay Jocelyn.
Sean Peterson.
Harley Bustarditz.
Raj Jivik.
Brian Gray.
Mary Ann Chinati. Sasha Chapman.
Okay, and there are no alternates to appoint. First public hearing, item A, Z 2018-1470, continuation of Michael Sweeney, Locked Escape Adventure, LLC, requesting a special permit for escape room business located at 12 Railroad Ave, Unit 6, Moosup, Map 2M, Block 95, Lot 13, C2 zoning district. We've been notified that this applicant has been evicted from the property, so I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing based on that information.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, public hearing is closed. Moving on to item B, Z 2019-1499 of Norwich Road LLC requesting a map amendment from RA 19 to C2 zoning district for property located at 5 Dow Road, Plainfield, map 17, block 11A, lot 6. And do we have someone to speak for the applicant?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Pass out two items just so you have a better look. Squint so much.
Thank you.
So hello everyone, my name is Matt Root, I'm an engineer with DL Companies. I'm here on behalf of Norwich Road LLC. Requesting a zone change for 5 Down Road. If you look at your, I guess it's the first handout I passed around, it's got the solid colors in the neighborhood. The one I'm pointing to, I piloted it on yellow on mine, just so you can see it's a white hatch on yours. That is the parcel that's 5 Down Road. It's currently housing a residential property. And it's surrounded by Norwich Road property here in the green. So it has a commercial property on all three sides. This residential property is RA 19 and it abuts Dow Road. In the general vicinity, we have R19 to the north and to the east, and we have industrial and then commercial. These buildings, just for your orientation, are Advanced Auto Parts, Plainfield Car Wash, there's Baker's Dozen, and then there's a residential home that's in the commercial district. So the applicant is looking to make a zone change for just this one parcel here to match the surrounding commercial parcel. What I've shown you on the other handout is what he's intending to pursue. Just as a cautionary note, that it's just a schematic at this point. Obviously, we have to come back to you to pursue that. It's a mixture of retail and restaurant space, associated parking lots, utilities, landscaping. So they need that one parcel change to conform with the rest of the lot. I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm happy to answer any questions you or town staff may have at this point.
Okay, this is a public hearing, so if there's anyone in the audience with a comment or question for the applicant, if you state your name and what your question is. Okay. Any comments or questions from staff?
No, it's pretty straightforward, everything around is fine.
And any comments or questions from board members?
Yep.
Okay. So hearing no other public input, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, public hearing is closed. So I'll call the regular meeting to order. Citizen participation, this is opportunity for anyone in attendance tonight to ask a question of the board. Okay. We have some additions to the agenda. What would be new item 6B, Z 2019-1511, Mattern Construction Incorporated, requesting a site plan review for 1,000 square foot addition to BST Systems Inc. on property located at 78 Plainfield Heights, Plainfield, map 16, block 57, lot 41, industrial 1. And then also item 6CS 2006-0859, expiration of Sachan subdivision on property located at 407 Kate Downing Road, map 27, block 6, lot 5, RA 60 zoning district, which was approved on May 8th of 2007. So would someone please motion that onto the agenda under new business?
I don't motion to add those two items onto the agenda.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so those are added under items 6B and 6C. So moving on to unfinished old business. Z 2018-1470, the continuation of Michael Sweeney, Locked Escape Adventure LLC, requesting special permit for escape room business located at 12 Railroad Ave, Unit 6, Moose Up, Map 2M, Block 95, Lot 13, C2 zoning district. So given the information that the applicant has been evicted, I would suggest we motion to deny.
I make a motion to deny the application.
I second. I'm sorry.
All those in favor of denying, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, so application is denied. Item B, Z 2019-1490, continuation of Gary Eucalito, Garrett Homes LLC, requesting site plan review for a 7512 square foot retail building with 38 parking spaces on property located at 611, 615 Norwich Road, Plainfield, map 2P, lot 21, lots 4 and 4A, C2 zoning district.
Forward in. And this side. Check.
No, it's downstairs.
Feel the floor. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello again, Matt Bruton, engineer from BL Companies for the record, here on behalf of Garrett Homes LLC for the proposed retail development at 611, 615 Norwich Road. What I have on the board is what you have in front of you as well. Just a quick reminder, 7,500 square foot retail building, 38 proposed parking spaces, single access drive to Norwich Road. We have proposed utilities, stormwater management system, site landscaping, all in conformance to your zoning regulations, and your aquifer protection overlay district. We left off last time with a couple comments outstanding from town staff and town engineer. I believe those have all been addressed at this point. I don't know if Ryan wants to add anything. If you guys have some questions, I don't really have much to add unless you have anything specific.
Ryan, you had itemized a list of things, so could you review and just let us know which ones have been addressed?
Sure. DOT review. The DOT has given a preliminary approval. There still might be some outstanding issues that have to be addressed. However, our plans are complete enough so that we can approve them. We will be needing a DOT permit before we can give out a zoning permit. The drainage is going to be tying into our drainage system on Center Street. And CME has approved the drainage system for the property as well as tie into the catch basin on the southern side of Church Street in the intersection of Center Street. Connecticut Water has approved the plan for the Aquifer Protection District because the Aquifer Protection District is for the Connecticut water wells. The letting detail shows light trespass on the southern adjacent property. However, the detail is basically the best guess. It has to be adjusted in the field, so they'll have to do that. The existing chain link fence on the northern side of the property is to be removed, and the plans have been adjusted to reflect that. Estimated cost to install the drainage system is $60,000. The applicant is required to provide a 25% bond for engineering inspection costs, which is $15,000. That is to be paid before a zoning permit is issued. WPCA approval. WPCA has approved the plans. There may need to be changes in the field depending on what they find out there. We will need a cash bond for erosion and sediment control, and I suggest $4,000. It's up to the commission if they would like that or if they'd like to modify it. The the applicant must pay the town engineer's review fees, which was $3,510. That has been paid. We received a check tonight. And I have conditions of approval if you choose to approve this application. And if would like to read them into the record. Whoever makes a motion.
I'll read the conditions into the record, and then if someone makes a motion, they can just reference conditions as read. Suggested conditions of approval. DOT permit required before obtaining zoning permit. Sheet DN6 must be revised to show sidewalk detail at 2% grade. This shall be updated on the Mylars. Detectable warning pads are required on the town sidewalk at the driveway entrance. Mylars shall be updated to reflect. Plans still show some light trespass on southern abutting property. Lighting shall be adjusted in the field to eliminate light trespass off the property. Applicant is responsible for any repair or replacement of the Center Street catch basin as a result of tying into the storm drainage, as well as any damage to road pavement that may occur per the engineering standards specified in the town highway permit. All driveway entrances on Center Street that may be disturbed due to running the drainage line will receive a paved driveway apron conforming to Town Ordinance 111. The proposed route of the drainage line in the southern gutter of Center Street will disturb the root systems of all trees on the side of the road. These trees shall be removed by the applicant with stumps removed and area reclaimed using BMPs. Erosion control blankets will be needed in the area adjacent to 19 Church Street due to the slope of the embankment. Applicant is responsible for drawing up the Center Street drainage easement along with the cost of the town's legal expenses pertaining to the review of that document. The property owner shall be responsible for maintenance of that drainage line. The town shall reserve the right to tie into that drainage line for stormwater drainage. The easement shall be signed and recorded with the town clerk, and the town's legal expenses paid prior to the applicant receiving a highway permit to perform the work. Work on Center Street shall be completed per plan prior to receiving a CO for the building. 25% of the estimated cost of the drainage system installation reclamation to be submitted to town cash prior to receiving zoning permit. This payment is for inspections performed by the town engineer pertaining to the installation of the drainage system and tie-in to the town's stormwater system. Funds will be withdrawn to pay the engineer with invoices provided to the applicant. Any funds remaining after the town's engineer deems the stormwater drainage system and associated reclamation work complete shall be returned to the applicant. Estimated cost of installation is $60,000. The required inspection fee is $15,000. Erosion and sediment control cash bond of $4,000 or commission's choice to be submitted to town prior to receiving zoning permit. Mylars to be submitted for signing by commission chair and recorded by applicant in the town clerk's office prior to receiving zoning permit. So those are the suggested conditions. Do committee members have any discussion on the cash bond amount or any of the conditions? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion on the application.
Okay, I make a motion that with conditions as read that we accept. Approve.
Okay. So we have a motion to approve with conditions as stated into the record. Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Application is approved.
Excuse me, could I ask for clarification on the erosion and sediment bond? It read $4,000 or as preferred by the commission, so is it the $4,000?
It is the 4,000 because when asked for a comment, no one made a change.
Thank
so.
you.
Yep. All right, moving on to item C. Z 2019-1499 of Norwich Road LLC requesting a map amendment from RA19 to C2 zoning district for property located at 5 Dow Road, Plainfield, map 17, block 11A, lot 6. Do we have any items for discussion among the members? Surrounded on all sides. Okay. So hearing no discussion, I'll entertain a motion on the application, and we do need an effective date on that, so in your motion, if you could state an effective date.
I make a motion to approve the zoning change. Effective May 1st, 2019.
Okay, so I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. abstentions? Application is approved, effective May 1st, 2019. Moving on to new business. Item A, Z 2019-1507 of Keith Passe requesting a special permit for an accessory apartment on property located at 264 Pond Hill Road, Moosup, map 1MP, block 122, lot 71, RA 30 zoning district. And given this is a special permit, it will require a public hearing.
Schedule public hearing for next month's meeting.
Okay, so I have a motion. Do I have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, public hearing is scheduled for our next regular meeting, which I think is May 14th. I believe. All right, moving on to item B. Z 2019-1511 of Manor Construction, Inc., requesting site plan review for a 1,000 square foot addition to BST Systems Incorporated on property located at 78 Plainfield Pike, Plainfield, map 16, block 57, lot 41, industrial 1.
This application still needs some work to be done to the site plan, so they still have to get us those modifications.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to continue to our next meeting in May.
So moved.
Do I have a second? All those in favor of continuing to next month, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, continue to our next meeting. Item C, S 2006-0859, expiration of Sachan subdivision on property located at 407 Cape Downing Road, map 27, block 6, lot 5, RA 60 zoning district, approved on May 8, 2007.
This was going back quite a ways, back to 2007, and typically site plans that require road improvements, which this one was approved with the condition that Coleridge Road would be widened. So typically after 5 years, the site plan expires if that work has not been done. However, Connecticut General Statutes 8.26.c, subsection E was revised following the housing crisis when it collapsed. And they gave applicants up to 9 years before expiration. So this one actually expired in 2016. None of the lots have been built on, so we have to just formally expire it.
I'll make a motion to expire the subdivision for us in Cape Downing Road.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, accepted for expiration. Alright, moving on to reviewing and acting on the minutes from the March 12th meeting. Did anyone have any changes to that? I have none. Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion on the minutes.
Do we have a motion to accept the minutes?
Okay, have a
I got some. We invited Kathy to the executive session. Should we have to reflect the personnel goes out? We should reach out to them.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so it's noted under new business, under when the commission members returned from the executive session, it also included alternates and selectmen, Kathy Tendridge. So just noting for minutes and so I'll entertain a motion with that amendment.
With that amendment, I make a motion to review or accept the minutes from last month's meeting.
Okay, so I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Minutes are accepted. Moving on to correspondence.
Two items of correspondence. One is for modifications to a cell tower on the 47 to 51 Unity Street, Plainfield, which is the highway garage. We have a cell tower up there, and they're just swapping out some equipment. And the second one is the building across from Morgan Truck, the big brick building out in the field.
Railroad, was it railroad?
Yes, it was originally part of C&M, well, the William Mills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they have applied for a demolition permit for that building, and so this is just a notice that they have applied. That is it.
All right, so moving on to report from zoning enforcement.
One thing to report on, we have still ongoing issues with 26 Suzie Ave for campers, unregistered motor vehicles, tires, etc. The bank foreclosed on this property, and during the foreclosure process, we stopped enforcement action in the courts. Now the bank has foreclosed on it, we have taken up enforcement action once again. We have modified the complaint to include the bank. It appears as though the former owners are still in the house, so the bank apparently has to still evict them and then clean up the property.
Just a question, I thought that was a renter that was renting in that house.
No, that was over.
Report from planning and zoning.
Other than my written, just to add a few things that were acted on at the Board of Selectmen meeting last night. A&E Service Group LLC was appointed the consultant for the CDBG program income housing rehabilitation loan program for the town, so that will be starting up again in the relatively near future. Planning and Zoning Commission appointed Jarrett Fournier as the P&Z's new alternate. Jarrett's here tonight in the audience. And they also appointed April Wojcik as the Zoning Board of Appeals alternate. Her term to expire November of this year, Jarrett's November of 2021.
When filling a vacancy, it should come up for election this year.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
they did know that it was 2021, so.
Okay, so that's the full term. So in order to serve the full term, you'd have to run in this year's election.
Yeah, that's what I was.
All right. All right. Any other items for the good of the order? All right, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Thank you. All those in favor of adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Drive carefully in that rain.